is the road. When they put it through, there were people digging geodes, and they were being a nuisance. Because they were road cuts and stuff like that. You had to dig for sewers, and they were going in there and taking rocks. You know, the people are trying to work, and they come in there whenever, and they're taking rocks out of the ground, and maybe they're disturbing the soil and stuff. It's like you're trying to do a job, and there's people in here playing around with the ground. They didn't like it. I think they did a lot of harm to rock collecting when they did that. I think they annoyed the people that were trying to do the road, and they probably told the city, we gotta cut this out. They don't want people to come out here and get hurt either. There's a place in Kentucky, and you can dig there, and they were digging in an area where it was kind of dangerous, and somebody got killed. And they closed the area, and they widened the road later. I guess it's open again because it's safe. They did it in a way that's safer now, and I guess you can dig there now. But for 10 years or so, you couldn't dig in there because somebody got killed. And so they said no more digging. What they did was they undermined a cliff, and the cliff caved in on them and killed them. And I bought a geode from Kentucky, and it's a 17-pound geode, and I cut it in half. It came out okay. It came out pretty good. I cut it with the diamond grinder. It came out good. It rattled. I got it for 52 something with tax, and it was a rattler. And it had a small hollow in there. And I cut all the way around and tapped it with I didn't cut completely through the shell because you can't really, the blade can only cut about an inch. And tapped it with the chisel a couple times, and it broke. It wasn't that hard to do. Some of them, even when you cut them, are a little hard to break open if they're solid. But it wasn't bad. Kind of an interesting geode. Oh, is that a cave? Go around this guy. Going slow. Bicycle crossing here. Oh, it's underneath the road though. Okay. Maybe we're getting close to where we turn off. Burlington. Okay, from here, I think is the beginning of geode area. We're sort of getting into the beginning of where the geodes are. Keokuk is the next major town. Kevcook, I veer to the side, and I go over to that 218, and then 61 follows that. So we're in geode area. It's like to own property here, eh? You could dig down and you'd hit a strata of geodes. I don't, different places it might be at different, levels. But there's a strata that goes through here. I think it's called the Warsaw Formation, and that's where the geodes are. And of course, wherever you got a cut, like a river or a road cut or anything, you're going to see them. It's 303 here too. It's not too bad. Okay. Emergency detour. They keep having these. I mean, they're just taking them over to 218. That's all they're doing. I wanted to take the authentic 61 though. That's new. I think they're building a lot of those. They built one in Toma too. That's just wood frame. I saw them building. It's just wood frame building. Casino. So they got a casino here. Another place you might be able to spend the night is at casinos. You could stay at a casino. Here's Junction 34. That's Ogden Avenue in Chicago. And that road goes at an angle, kind of towards the southwest. That's a freeway here. Perkins. I wonder if they're expensive. I went there and I thought they were good. I went there in Duluth. I went to it. It was a Perkins, and it seemed like a decent place to go. It seemed a little better than, as far as price, it seemed a little better than Denny's maybe. I like Denny's food. They have a good selection, but their prices are too high. They're destroying their business. They're, geez, I mean, 17 something for breakfast. And the coffee wasn't any good. I don't think Mike will ever go back there again. I mean, it was a nice atmosphere, and the food was good. Coffee was bad, but the food was good. Nice to be waited on, but cripes, I paid that much for a full, it's just breakfast. Breakfast should only be like $10. It's just eggs and bread and toast, eggs and toast and hash browns. That's all it is. It's some of the cheapest food you can make.